productive player on that defense with 34 tackles this year.
We hope you've had a great and Merry Christmas. Time to add one more gift under the tree. Off we go here on EA Sports. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
On the ground, we'll go with Rachaad White, the back out of Arizona State. He'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with White. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle. 3rd and 6. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. On first down, it's White. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. Another run here with White. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to have it just past their 25.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, yeah. Here comes 3rd and 6. To throw is Lance. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down. The Cardinals line up for a punt. Back deep is Marcus Jones. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, Opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. Automatic first down.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He finds Devontae Smith. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
His kick is good. And the Bucs are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Cardinals offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. And we show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. To throw, here's Lance. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now Lance. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Lance. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down,
the pressure all over him. He goes down again. Kwity Paye bursting through to bring him down.
the defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and here's White. He'll work forward for a couple. Cameron Bynum up from the secondary to make the play. 2nd down and 8. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. Now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Buccaneers offense getting set to get back to work. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw.
So often, sacks, especially on 1st down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Off play action. He'll set it. No chance at all. He'll go down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Cardinals offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll look to pick up the pace. Lance looking to throw. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Here's Lance. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
He's going to look downfield once again. And he's in. Kadarius Toney. Touchdown, Arizona. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining. After the catch and walks it in for a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Marcus Jones now to return. Oh, nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to get back at it. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by White. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the handoff, it's White. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down. Throwing now from the gun. Samuel has it working the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, White. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get up.
That one, take it in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Tampa. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Buccaneers are back within 4. It is 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cardinals offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Lance. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for Arizona. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to keep it himself. Timeout here at Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Now they'll set up to throw. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Throw downfield and hauled in by Samuel. That's catch number 5. And it's good for a first down. The Bucs have the field goal unit on the field. This one from 47 yards out. And this one is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
That'll be intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cards offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Running is Jacobs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
He's got his man. It's Harrison. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. To throw is Lance. That's complete. His big target, McBride. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. They'll look to throw. That complete to Jacobs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's first and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. A toss left side, caught by his running back, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a second and 3 forthcoming. To throw, here's Lance. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and For this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Marcus Jones. Inside the 40. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The kicking team on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bucs move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Lance. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Third and 9. Throwing, Lance. He'll throw it left and has his running back. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's an Arizona 1st down.
So just think, I mean, a couple minutes ago, we see pick 6. I mean, the last thing you want to do is when the next time you step in the huddle is go 3 and out. So that's a big conversion. Now they got to find a way to get some of this momentum back, go down and get some points, and let everybody move past that pick 6 we saw in the last possession. Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll go right and find his running back. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They'll run with Jacobs. He'll power it. Push the pile forward. It's a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A throw complete to Scott. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Lance looking to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The extra point by Brown is good. And the Cardinals move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes a return from the goal line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things starting to take shape here. 3 weeks left of the regular season. Teams making that final push for postseason berths.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll motion over Samuel. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Back to the air one more time. Off he goes. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. He'll look to throw.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. He'll go. It's White. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Rachaad White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. The extra point, up and good. And the Bucs extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense. This is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here comes second down. They'll go with Jacobs. And this will be a Cardinals first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line. They'll drop to throw. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. Here's Jacobs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Here's Lance. That's caught by Harrison right side. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
We'll see how they want to play this. It's third down. Lance. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.